Welcome to Price of Admission's Academy Award nomination show, brought to you by FrequencyTV.
Watch as Price of Admission critics choose who they feel should win the Academy Awards this year.
And don't forget to check out our website at www.frequencytv.com/priceofadmission for all of our other nominations and some really awesome videos.
Muppet ending! Because it's up for Best Original Song. Get it? This is a memo to the voting members of the Academy Awards. The nominees for Best Motion Picture of the Year are The Artist,
The Descendants,
Don't ever do that to me again. I have to go around and tell people what's happening, family and a few close friends.
I don't want to talk.
Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close,
After he died, I found to have a
The Help,
separate bathroom for the help.
Maybe we should just build you a bathroom outside, Haley.
Past.
Hugo,
I would think a magician. The most complicated one I've ever seen.
Can we fix him?
Of course we can fix him.
Midnight in Paris,
There's no city like this in the world.
You're in love with a fantasy.
I'm in love with you.
A system that's been working for years.
Moneyball,
It was a nice theory, just not working. It was a nice theory, just not working.
Tree of Life,
War Horse, As a Columbia College student and a media maker, I personally feel that The Artist should be the one to win Best Picture of the Year. I think it was a really innovative and creative, unique film, especially compared to the other nominee choices, and I think that the younger generation should have a say and should have a voice in what's chosen, and I really think that The Artist sort of taught me a lot about how you can tell a story without using language, and I think that's an important way to tell a story and a unique way of becoming a smash hit. And so because of this, I feel that The Artist should definitely win Best Picture of the Year. So please, please, please consider that for your Academy Award.
I disagree. I think that Tree of Life should win for Best Picture because it just seemed like the most original movie that I've seen nominated for Best Picture in a really long time. And I think that it would show this amazing creativity to pick something like that. I was honestly surprised that it was even nominated for Best Picture. And I would love to see something like that win so that in the future, more original works like this could be done. So I think that you should keep that in mind when voting for the Academy Awards.
A memo to the voting members of the Academy. The nominees for Best Achievement in Directing are Woody Allen for Midnight in Paris,
He walks and gets ideas.
Why are you so dressed up?
I was just doing a little writing.
You dress up and put on color.
Michel Hazanavicius for The Artist.
Terrence Malick for The Tree of Life,
Choose which one you'll follow.
We're alligator.
You'll be grown before that tree is tall.
Alexander Payne for The Descendants.
Supposed to be getting your act together.
I've been doing really well, actually. Nobody ever seems to notice that.
And with Elizabeth, my wife, in the hospital, my daughter.
Martin Scorsese for Hugo,
You've tried to forget the past for so long.
As a Columbia College student and media maker, I'm going to have to recommend Woody Allen for Midnight in Paris because his work with Owen Wilson was really powerful, and I found it incredibly surprising that he was able to direct Owen Wilson in such a fantastic way.
I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think that Alexander Payne did a fantastic job with The Descendants, and I also think that he moved everyone who saw this movie in a way that hasn't been done in a very long time. And it was such an emotional movie and a beautiful movie, and by far one of the best movies I've seen this year. So Alexander Payne, all the way.
Definitely Woody Allen.
Not that.
Woody Allen.
No.
Woody Allen.
This is a memo to the voting members of the Academy Awards. The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role are Damian Bashir for A Better Life,
It was you.
Yeah, listen, Sid,
George
what's
Clooney
going on is
for The
really a
Descendants,
family matter. You understand? Sid's not going to be interested in meeting your grandparents.
Jean Dujardin for The Artist, Gary Oldman for Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy,
Tinker. Hayden.
and Brad Pitt for Moneyball.
What can he do?
You want me to speak?
When up, when
As a Columbia College student and a media maker myself, I personally feel that Damian Bashir should be chosen for the Academy Award for A Better Life. I think that this is a tale that oftentimes gets ignored or hasn't gotten a lot of focus, and I think that this was a very underrated film that many people unfortunately didn't see, but that doesn't change the fact that Damian Bashir should win the Academy Award because he completely put himself into it and made it the most believable performance that I've ever seen out of an actor this year or really in any other year for the past decade. I think that he's proved himself. So just remember, Damian Bashir for sheer for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role.
This is a memo to all the voting members of the Academy Awards. For the category of Best Actress, the nominees are Glenn Close for Albert Nobbs,
Yes, indeed, a woman could.
Viola Davis for The Help.
On fire. Just because she went down to the voting station.
A book like this has never been written before.
Because there's a reason.
Rooney Mara for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo,
Anything you chose not to disclose?
Nothing that warranted inclusion.
Meryl Streep for The Iron Lady.
Me before. This lot seem bound to do the same, but they will.
and Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn. As a Columbia College student and a media maker, I think that you should consider Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn. This role was something so original for Michelle Williams to do. She brought new life to Marilyn Monroe, and I really think it made the movie what it is. We've seen Michelle Williams in roles before, and I don't think she's shown her talent as hard as she did in this movie.
I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think that Viola Davis should win the award for Best Actress this year. I think that she took a very difficult role and transformed it into a woman that the audience loved to watch, wanted to see succeed, and truly cared for. I couldn't take my eyes off her, and that's why I think she should definitely win this year.
This is a memo to all the voting members of the Academy Awards. For the category of Best Supporting Actor, the nominees are Kenneth Branagh for My Week with Marilyn.
Oh, no, sir. Okay. You have a nice time, boys.
Jonah Hill for Moneyball.
Okay.
Actually, 51. I don't know why I lied.
Nick Nolte for Warrior.
Right over 1,000 days.
No, I did, Brendan. That's most.
Max von Sydow, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
That's okay.
And Christopher Plummer for Beginners.
Well, what's your story then?
As a Columbia College student and a media maker, my vote for this awards would be Kenneth Branagh for My Week with Marilyn. I just think that he brought so much originality to his role in that movie. It was with Michelle Williams, they really brought the movie to life, and they really made the movie memorable. So I think you should keep that in mind when voting for this category.
Having seen the majority of the Academy Award nomination films, I would also agree with you about Kenneth Branagh being chosen as an Academy Award recipient for Best Supporting Actor because he reinvigorated a role that is oftentimes cliched and overly done. And I think he took it to a level that is unique and different, and I think very much earned the role, especially over some of these other supporting role options. So please consider Kenneth Branagh in My Week with Marilyn for the best performance by an actor in a supporting role.
A memo to the voting members of the Academy. The nominations for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role are
Berenice Bejo for The Artist.
Jessica Chastain for The Help.
I can't leave you like this.
Eugenia, I've made a decision.
Melissa McCarthy for Bridesmaids.
For this country, and I respect the hell out of you.
That's great.
Janet McTeer for Albert Nobbs.
People began to talk, so we got married.
No sass.
Octavia Spencer for The Help.
No sass, man. I mean it.
As a Columbia College student and a media maker, I would have to recommend Melissa McCarthy take it for Bridesmaids. She really took a lot of risks with her character in that movie, and I think we need to see more comedic roles take home the award.
I agree. I think she did a fantastic job. She definitely pushed herself, and she left everyone in the audience laughing and begging for more. So I also believe that Melissa McCarthy should definitely win this award.